Check, check. Mic check. 1, 2. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. What's up, Raven? Welcome. Hi, big fan. Nice. Thank you for all your support, Raven. Welcome to the stream. Just jump into a race real quick. Alright, so that's not gonna be able to run. Oh, what's that? That's 2019. That's not what we want. 2020 is what we want. 2021, that's 2020. Plummy, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Klaus, what's up? Welcome, welcome. Sound nice and clear? Alright, nice, nice. Just what I want to hear. Your tips help me a lot. Happy those tips help, man. What's up, Malcolm? Welcome to the stream. What's up, Matt T? Welcome. When does the new season start? It's about May is when the new season will come out. Will we get all the new drivers, Guan Yu Zhou and all Kevin Magnussen and stuff? What's up, Mr. Vanilla? With the starting of Kevin Magnussen's first race, 5th P5, and such a great drive by Kevin last Sunday. I hope Utch is watching, and they're going to be looking to give Kevin a good position. Are some good stats in the game, right? And don't just throw him back down, way back down. I think if they go like 2019 ALBY stats, will be kind of good for Magnussen. And then Kevin ALBY stats could go down to wherever they want to put it. But I hope they give Kevin a good drive because he was one of my go-to drivers in 2019. Kevin Magnussen. What's up, David? Welcome to the stream. Dylon, what's up? Welcome. Gonzalo, what's up, bro? Welcome to the stream. GWK fam, what's up? We're here, man. What's up, Gonzalo? And so our rival sneak by. We're gonna let him go. We're not gonna push it because we want to save some tires because we want to do 4 laps here. And I guess he's gonna be doing 3 laps with his signs. As we want to do 4 laps with both our drivers. See his Gasly pushing, trying to get around Sainz here. Sainz defending. Now he finally gets around. What's up, Steven? Welcome to the stream. Hope all is well. Been following the channel for a long time now. Great stuff. Appreciate you for your support, Steven. Happy the channel has been helped in, man. All right, we're going to boost from there and there. And one of them should go to pit there. There you see him going to pit now, and we should just get by all of them in the pits and pull away, create some distance so we can get a fairly easy pit stop. We're just going to keep that boost going and coming back to wets. What's up, Muzion? Welcome to the stream. Do you watch football? Yes, I do watch football when I do get a chance to. My club is Manchester City, if you didn't know. That's my favorite club, City. And I haven't been following City since they have been winning, just so you know. I've been following City from 2000 and I think it's 2008 when Adebayor went there. I think it was 2008 when it was Adebayor, Emmanuel Adebayor, and Carlos Tevez came after. So when it was Adebayor and Tevez days, those were the days when I was following City from. Before all the fame and all the hype came into Manchester City. Is stocking good? At this level, you can stock. At this level, you can stock. At the beginning of the game, you want to stay away from stocking because your pit time is way high. At this level, your pit time is not so high, and you can control your stocking. All right, so I'm not going to be going back to pit. I'm going straight to the finish. And there goes Kimmy picking up all of those who will have to go to pit while I'm going to finish. Let's see what the rival does with his call of signs up there in P1. That's going to be very interesting to see what he does with his signs. We're going to boost our drivers just from the line. All right, so he's going for it. So he'll need to pass P4 and P5 if he wants to win us here. Well, we'll continue to conserve. And we're going to keep a close eye on Kimi. We want to push him and not let Leclerc goes by. So we're going to push him from there and push Sainz from there. So the rival will have to get around Lewis and Leclerc to win. And he's currently stuck on Lewis. Now he gets Lewis. Let's see if he gets Leclerc. Not today. Not today. Leclerc is not having it. Did he cross him on the line? What a finish for the rival there. He crossed Leclerc on the line. That was epic. That was an epic win. He got Leclerc right on the line there for the win. So that was a great win by him. Definitely dial on. Definitely, man. On our way to 100K subs. So we'll definitely be keeping up the good work. New season coming out back in May as well. All players will be restarted. Here's a pro tip that you can use for the next season. Here's a pro tip to give you the best start, even if you're not yet at higher levels in the game and you're not yet maxed out. Here's a pro tip for you to give you a good start next season. Try to get yourself in Legends League before the new season comes. All right, you can get into Legends League really easy. It doesn't take a lot. It just takes a good amount of win in the weekly leagues. You don't need to win everything in the weekly leagues. You just want to make sure you're in the promotion zone. I think it's top 25 that gets promoted each week. So each week, if you are in the promotion zone going up to Legends League, you can go up to Legends League really fast. All right, it's going to take a little bit of grinding. It's going to take a little bit of grinding and a little bit of farming and stuff to get those wins, but try to get up to Legends League. All right, if you're struggling to get some wins, use the stock part setup. Easy way to get some easy wins, and it will push you up into Legends League. All right, so you want to make sure you're starting the new season in Legends League. If you're not in Legends League, you want to make sure you're starting in Super Champions, just right underneath Legends League or Champions Division. You want to make sure you're up at the top. Those top 3 divisions, try to get yourself up there. All right, the quicker you can get up there, the better you get your start, because right away you'll be starting off with the high percentage bonus. All right. Let's jump on into our next race and see how we do with this setup. Then we'll switch it up. Hope y'all are doing great today. Yep, Ferrari did an amazing race for the first race last week in Bahrain. It was epic. It was fun. My favorite part of that race was the battle between Verstappen and Leclerc for P1. That was my favorite part of that race. That battle was epic. Verstappen driving very aggressive down in there. Leclerc coming back at him. It was epic. It was an epic battle. DRS. That's how we want to see in the sport. That's what we want to see in the sport. Do you have tips for Series 4? Yes, we do have a 2021 account guide series where we play a brand new 2021 account. And I think we got it up to Series 7. Then I had to put back all my attention onto this account to get it maxed out. And we still haven't got all our rares maxed out just yet. So You can check that playlist out. That should give you some good tips for Series 4, 5, 6, all the way up to Series 7. Yep, so the Ferraris are definitely looking good this season. Definitely looking good. Red Bull was disappointing. I wouldn't say Red Bull was disappointing, Mr. Vanilla. I wouldn't say Red Bull was disappointing. I wouldn't say that at all. Red Bull was on spot on. I don't think Red Bull had a disappointed race. Their car failed and they didn't score any points. Yes, but that's not the disappointment. All right, because look at it this way: they raced for 50. How much laps? 52. 53 was where Max Verstappen got retired. Was it the 54th lap? Max Verstappen got retired. And then Perez engine dropped on him on the 56th lap. So I think they did a great race. Yeah, I don't think they had a disappointing. I think their car is amazing. Their car is showing that it has the capability to go for the win. You know, it has the capability to put a challenge to Ferrari. If any disappointment should be thrown out, I would say it's the Mercedes car is disappointing. If should be say any disappointment, because Mercedes will need to put in a lot of work to get their car up and running. The Red Bull car is running great, as far as I can see. So I don't see any disappointment there. What's up, Rohit? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, because if it wasn't for the Red Bull retiring, Lewis Hamilton would not got P3. You know, even when it was time for Lewis to go around Perez, he could not. He could not. Even when Max Verstappen pulled out, all right, and it was time for Lewis to get around Perez, he couldn't get around Perez. So I think Mercedes' car was the disappointment. And my team is Mercedes. Don't get me wrong. My team is Mercedes. All right. Lewis Hamilton is my driver. And once you see me saying that they did not do well, then they didn't do well. I'm not going to be biased. You know, you have to give on to Caesar what is due to him. You know. So I think Mercedes have a lot of work to do to get their car up to scratch. And Ferrari and Red Bull looks good. Looks like they're going to be bringing a challenge to Mercedes this year. Mercedes seems like they have a huge hill to climb. That's how it looks to me. You know, they have a huge hill to climb. What do I think about Abu Dhabi 2021? Well, that's gone. That's gone. You know what I mean? That's past and that's gone. I have nothing more to say on that. As I said, he who make the rules rule. And as you can see, the people who made the rules came back in and changed. People were saying, yeah, Mercedes is sandbagging. I don't think they're sandbagging. I definitely don't think that they're sandbagging at all. I think they genuinely have issues with their cars and they need to figure it out real quick. So I genuinely think that they have issues with their car. Yeah, McLaren. Yeah, the McLarens was a disappointment as well. Yeah, you could say the McLarens was a disappointment. Definitely, we can say that. But Valtteri Bottas, what happened to Bottas in the race? When the race started, I thought that he had an accident or something. I was like, wait, Bottas have an accident? Ah, man, he's way down in P14. How did that happen? Then when he comes to check, Bottas' car could not keep up. Man, I don't know, but the teams have a lot of work to do. All I know, Kevin Magnussen did a great job. His car ran really, really great. You know, Magnussen car ran great, and he did a great drive. He put down a great drive there, in that last race. What's up, Chris? Welcome to the stream. What's up, Andrew? Welcome. Yep, Mercedes said that they wouldn't be competitive. Yep, definitely. People were thinking that, yeah, Mercedes was sandbagging, but nah. Yep. Yep, yeah. I mean, Lewis got 3 points. You see, Christopher. This is my take on Lewis's 3 points. This is my take on Lewis's P3. All right, my take on Lewis's P3 is that he should have overtook Perez before Perez car failed. If he had overtook Perez before Perez car failed, then I would be happy. You know, Lewis is my driver. You know, Mercedes is my team. You know, I would be happy if he had overtaken Perez without his car failure, because if Perez's car didn't fail, then he wouldn't have gotten P3. You know, I saw the fire came in, ignite in him when he saw Max Verstappen car failed. Lewis ignite and he was at Perez, but the car could just not pass. He could just not pass Perez. So the car is not yet at the level to compete with the Red Bull. All right, so I like to call a spade, and it's 100% a spade. We all see that the Mercedes is nowhere in competition with the Red Bull this season, at least for now. Yeah, at least for now. So they just need to get their act together, get the car together, and, you know, let's go for our next race. So next race, we can, yeah, definitely worry. Next race, we could definitely worry. Yep, great drive from Kevin Magnussen. Did a Ferrari video on my channel. Okay. Hiking, please tell us to get in your GP group with only 23 players. Oh, man. Well, you know, I'm going to tell you the truth, bro. I'm going to tell you the truth. I think that was just a lucky break for me. Last GP to get in a group with only 23 players. I think that was a lucky break. I was experimenting with a strategy, and I'm not sure if it's the strategy that caused me to get into that group that I was experimenting with. I was running a good amount of experiments last event. All right, so I was definitely running a good amount of experiments last event. I was thinking out the box and stuff, and I ran some experiments. All right, so I'm not sure if it's the experiment that I ran caused me to get in such a group, but I did run some experiment, and I'm going to be testing again. All right, I don't want to be saying, okay, this is what I do, and then when you guys do it, you get a complete opposite result. You know what I mean? I want to make sure that this is something first, and then I'll say, all right, this is what I did. You guys can give it a try and see if it works for you. But then again, when I do come to a final conclusion on my experiment that I ran, and to say this is the experiment that I did, I doubt it's gonna have a low amount of drivers after I do that video, because people are gonna use that. So recently I showed in a GP video, I think the previous GP video, I showed that this is how I get bots. This is how you see me get so much bots in the events, right? Because I race early in the morning, and then this event, when I was racing early in the morning, I was getting like real players were in the mix. You know, I was getting real players in the mix. I was still getting a few bots, but real players were also in the mix. I was like, all right. So looks like players are now racing early in the morning. And once more people start to do it, then, you know, it's no longer going to be a thing, because everybody's now going to be using it, you know. Yeah, so probably that's where it's at. Yeah, when the safety car came out, about 30 seconds behind the Red Bull and Ferrari. Yeah, you know, so definitely the Mercedes need to get their act together, need to get the car together. I think it's a car. Another thing I wanted to say that about that race is that George Russell put up a great drive. You know, people were expecting Russell to like drop off because Valtteri Bottas like outqualified him, and people were like expecting him to drop off. He put up a great race. I'm really, really, it was really interesting to watch. A lot of people were not looking. A lot of people were not looking at Russell's performance throughout the race. A lot of people were focusing on Verstappen and Leclerc, Sainz, Magnussen, you know, Lewis Hamilton, and a lot of people was not focusing on what Russell was doing. He put up a great drive. I was really proud of that drive that Russell did. Really proud to come right back behind Lewis and stick behind him, you know. So good things are for the future at Mercedes. We just need to get that car together. What's up, Touch My Dilly? Welcome to the stream. We just need to get that car together. Once we can get the car together, then yeah, Mercedes will be up there putting up a challenge. I definitely believe so. When is the new season F1 Clash? About May we'll get the new season. Sergio Perez spin. I don't think Perez spin. I think his car turned off. I think his engine just turned right off. That's what I thought had happened to Perez. I don't think he spun. You know, I think his car just shut off and he couldn't do anything else. The car just shut off and locked up. Nothing more, because he was already in gear. So normally when you're driving a car that uses gear, once the car shut off, then the gearbox is going to lock up unless it's in neutral. And if the car just shut off instantly in the gear, then you're just going to spin out. And that's going to be it. You know? But what is very interesting to me is that the Red Bull car ran really well. So I don't think the Red Bull has a problem. Their engine shut off, yes. They had a little engine issues, reliability issues, yes. They suffered a small breakdown like we suffer in the game. But I definitely think that their car is really well. And their car is good. Ferrari car, absolutely insane. No stopping that. But the Mercedes definitely need to do some work to come back. Definitely need to do some work to come back is the Mercedes. They definitely need some work. Yeah, the Mercedes was running the hard tires. Yeah, you know what? What I think the Mercedes team did when they selected those hards, what I think they did was to be running some tests live in the race. That's what I think they did when they selected those hard tires. Because when I saw them putting on the hards, I was like, all right, so they've basically given up on the race. They know they're not going to be able to win the race. So now they're just going to use the remainder of the race to run some tests. That's what I think they did when they selected those hards. It's like me sometime when I'm in a GP event and let's say I'm going for a strategy this week. All right, let's say this week I plan to go for a 3-2-4 strategy. All right, let's say this week I'm planning to go for a 3-2-4 strategy. All right, now and this is qualifying I'm talking about. I'm not talking about ORR finals. All right, because tiebreaker is set in qualifying. All right, a lot of people probably don't know about that, but it is what it is. You set up your tiebreaker in qualifying. All right, so you cannot set your tiebreaker in the opening round or the final round. It has to be set up in the qualifying. So let's say I'm going for a 3-2-4 in qualifying this weekend. However, I need to score 47 for all those races, and I drop a point to 46 in my first race. Then I'm going to alter my strategy now, because I already now know that I can't go into that same group anymore, because the guys are going to be scoring perfect, and if I'm not on perfect, I'm going to lose tiebreaker. So I now have to alter the strategy to move to something else. And this is where now I would say, all right, this weekend I'm out. That's it. I'm out, because I'm not going to be winning anything because I didn't score that perfect score. So I'm out. You know what I mean? This weekend I'll be out. So now I'm going to use the remainder of the event to run tests. And that is exactly how I got into that group with 23 players. I think that was just luck, though. I definitely think that was just luck. You know, I don't think that there's anything to that. I think that's just luck. And even if I try to do the same thing this weekend, I think it's not going to be a group of 23 players. It was just a you know that one time luck thing. Yeah, I think that was what that was. What's up, KJ all day? Welcome to the stream. Son Goku, what's up? Welcome to the stream. You know, so I just think that was just what that was. I see people messaging me, Game Boy King, how did you manipulate the GP events? I'm like, what? Oh man, yeah, we didn't do anything like that. You know, I just run some experiments, and then I got in that group. But I pure thing is just purely luck. I think if we try to duplicate that same thing that I did last week, yeah. Rohit said that Mercedes was sandbagging. I don't think they're sandbagging, bro. Definitely don't think they're sandbagging. Now, what I would like to know, this is what I would like to know. This is going to be very interesting. Now, will F1 Clash be replicating the Mercedes car in the game, separate from all the other cars with the deleted side pods? Is that going to be a thing in F1 Clash? Who knows? Who knows? That would be very interesting to find out. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Alright, so this is the setup that I've been running in duels. Nice and balanced with that max out buffer in there. And I've been starting to use up some of those level 7 epics that I have, as I try to max out the padlock on the destroyer and the destroyer. We just need a few more destroyer. I think 12 is what we need to get that up to max. Let me turn up the stream quality here. So once we get that destroyer up to max, a few more rares to get up to max. 1, 2. All right, let's count from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 more rares on parts to get up to max. That's 8 day of asset trading. And on the driver side, we have 1, 2, 3 more. So overall, that's 11 rares to max out our commons and rare. And then we're just going to be on all epics. New update should come about May. Remember to smash the like button if you haven't already. Smash the like button, guys. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you're not yet subscribed, as we're on our way to 16k subs. We'll be giving away $600 at 16k subs. As you know, whenever we reach a milestone, we give away $600 to 3 lucky winners. Also, we'll be having a upcoming giveaway for the end of the season, where we're going to be giving away some legendary crates and some free boosts as well. All right. Please, can you use self-control? I really don't use the self-control boost. I have like 2,000 something self-control boosts. See, almost 3,000. I really don't use it any at all. And I don't want to use boost in duels either. That's tacky. The only way I use boost in duels, the only way I recommend to use boost in duels is if you get out qualified. Then you can go with some boosts. But if you don't get out qualified, it makes no sense to use boost. You know what I mean? Let's throw that rotor in there and cut down some of it. There we go. So we got some more power. And let's go run that. This setup is pretty nice here. I might be testing this setup in the GP events. I want to run it in the GP and see how it runs. I have been using it only in duels. Yeah, they'll just have the basic model. Yeah, I figure. I figure. Which drivers are ideal for Series 8? Once you hit Series 7, the only drivers you probably need from Series 7 to straight up to Series 12 is drivers with good tire management and good overtaking. And you can run stock setup straight up to Series 12 from there if you'd like to unlock Series 12 and get that on your milestone. How important is grip and arrow? All right, so setup to the car is it is important. I'm not gonna say that the setup is not important. It is important, but look at it this way. All right, let me explain how it really works. All right, so at the end of the day, it's all about a total number. It's not about how much grip or how much arrow or how much power. You might be hearing me, oh, I like a high arrow and power car. Or I personally like a high grip and arrow and power car. All right, so you might hear me say, oh, I like a power and grip car. Somebody else likes a power and arrow car. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Your arrow could be at 30, your power could be at 0, and your grip at 235. It comes back around to an overall score. All right, so if you're running a setup and the score of the setup is 290 power level, all right, it comes down to the setup. You're going to be matching with setups with 290 power level or 292, 293. All right, so it's all based on your drivers and their levels at the end of the day. So in qualifying, drivers are 70% more important. All right, so let's say when you're going into our qualifying, it's 70% up to your drivers if you're going to get a good qualifying, and 30% up to your parts. All right, so that's how it really works. So it's mainly about your drivers. This is why you can use a stock setup and use good drivers and you win races. All right, but if you try to use like bad drivers with a good setup, you're going to lose. You know, that's just how it is, because it's mostly weighed on the driver side over the part side. So it's like 70% drivers, 30% parts. And the parts is just about a total number. It doesn't really matter if you go high grip, high arrow, high that, high this. It's all about a total number. Now, if your total number is this right now, it's just my thinking. This is how I think about it. All right, this is why I use power and grip setup. Now I'm going to explain why I use a power and grip setup instead of a power and arrow setup or arrow and grip setup. Like the setup that I was just running was both grip and arrow. So this is why I focus on setups like that. Now, though the game is only looking at your total score, in the back of my mind and from my experience, you can have a total score of about, let's say 290 is your total score. All right. However, the setup that you use to get 290 has a high arrow and power. All right. And then there's another setup that you can run, put together, that gives you a high grip and power that will give you the same 290. All right. Now, there are certain tracks in the game that requires more arrow, more grip, more power. All right. Now, though the game is taking into consideration your 290, I still think in the back of my mind that for tracks that requires more of an arrow setup, if you go on that track with a 290 arrow setup, high arrow setup, and somebody comes with a 290 high grip setup, you with the high arrow setup is going to outqualify them. That's just my thought. And based off of my experience, oh man, we missed it because I was talking. Based off of my experience in the game, I would stick behind that thought. You know, that's just my thought. And based off of my experience, I would stick with that. All right. So though it's about overall numbers, it's still look into your overall numbers, and it still gives you that little buff if you have the right setup for the right track. All right. How I came to that conclusion is, once upon a time we had a MMA meeting over on Hutch Discord, and Hutch KT at the time, who was working on the Hutch team, right now she's on a different game. She said that somebody asked the question that do different setups work for different tracks? And she said that yes, different setups works for different tracks. And from that day on, I always be testing tracks for that grip performs better, and tracks that arrow performs better, tracks that power perform better, and we just go from there. So I still think, though it's all about the overall number, you still want to kind of, lean it to one side based off of the certain kind of tracks. So if you're running a setup of 290, then you can go for 290 with good arrow, 290 with good grip. If you want to go 290 with both arrow and grip, then it's up to you, When will the new season start? It's about May. Which is the best setup that you don't need to compromise? The best setup that you don't need to compromise is if you can get a balance. So if you can get a balance of power, arrow, and grip, then you're on the best setup that you don't need to compromise. All right. So once you can get like power, arrow, and grip right in the same kind of score. So let's say you go like 84 power with an 81 arrow with an 82 grip. That's kind of a balanced car because all of those scores are kind of within the same kind of window right there. All right, but your reliability is going to be really low when you go for something like that, because breakdowns now is not so much frequent in the game like it used to be. You can now sacrifice a huge amount of that reliability to get some more power, arrow, and grip in there. All right, so if you can get it nice and balanced, then like something like this, if you can get it in a way like this, let me see, in a way like this, as you can see, it's 79 power, 86 arrow with 82 grip. All right, so if you can get it nice and balanced in something like that. Now you also want to remember to take the new meta into play, which is the pit time. So you always want to keep your pit time nice and close to that 3 minute 50 seconds. All right, if your pit time is way too low, the game is going to be taking it as a fast pit time, and they're going to give you a penalty on your setup. All right, hence you're going to just lose. And that was the fix that they did for fast pit time. As you know, everybody was using the fast pit time setups at the start of the season, even the AI cars. All right. This week breakdown has been more often again. Yeah. So yeah, once you can get something nice and balanced like that, then that's what you want. All right. Let's show back on my setup that I've been running. I've been getting loads of wins with this setup here. Nice top 10 qualifiers for both my drivers. 86 grip with 86 arrow. So this setup is a high arrow, high grip setup with a good amount of power and reliability. So power and reliability, as you can see right there, 64, 61, and arrow and grip is at 86. All right, so this setup runs really great for me. I've been loving it in duels. I haven't tested this setup yet in the GP events, but it has been running really, really great in duels. All right. And we've been getting good qualifiers and all the good stuff with this setup in duels. All right. Let's go see how it runs here in this duel. I'm definitely going to be giving this setup a try in this weekend's GP event. Definitely going to give that a try and see. Hopefully I get some 47s and don't lose a point. Oh, also I forgot to mention to you guys, if you probably haven't been watching our latest videos where I've been giving out this pro tip for getting the best out of your clubs, out of your GP score in the milestone. All right, so if you have not won a Champions GP yet, what I recommended is that you drop down to contenders, win that contenders GP, so you get that 75%. Then you can come back to champions for the remainder of the season and try your best to win a Champions GP to get that extra 25%. All right. So if you have not won a Champions GP just yet, make sure you drop down to contenders, win one contenders GP, which is pretty easy. You can even use the GP strategy in contenders. It doesn't matter. It's not going to be nerfed in contenders. It's only nerfed in champions. So if you drop down to contenders to get a win and you use the GP strategy, it's going to be an easy win. You probably win by a lot of points. All right. Because it's not nerfed in contenders. It's only nerfed in champions. So once you get that contenders win, you get 75%. You come back to champions and you try your best to win a champions GP. You know, use one of the great strategies for the champions event. See if you can pull a win to get that 100%. Maximize the amount of points you can get from your CC store. As you know, we'll be putting out guide videos on what's the best thing that we think that you should spend your CC points on. I'm going to be showing you guys what I'm going to be doing with my CC points this season and so on. So, yeah. Make sure you're subscribed for a lot of F1 Clash 2022 content. Tips, tricks, all of it. We'll be putting that out there. Let's boost from here and let's boost Kimi as well. You ended up 5th, but nice reward. Nice. Also, if you have not won a Champions GP at Gonzalo, make sure you just drop down to contenders for one of the events. Win the contenders GP so you get the 75%. And then you come back up. What am I doing here? Then you come back up to Champions GP and go for the win there. So you know you have the remainder of the season to go for the win in champions. You know what I mean? You get that. So you get the maximum amount of points you can get. And so when you get that little extra, it just pushes you up a little higher. All right. Probably you don't really need to win the Champions GP either. You know. Because if you could get the race wins and the race count and the remainder of the things up, you know, then you should be at least gold frame 2, which is the highest you're going to get as a free-to-play player, because we're not going to be maxing out the epics at free-to-play. So that's the highest you can get. Gold frame 2 is the highest a free-to-play player can get. All right, we want to go to softs here on this lap as the track is drying out. Oh, you won many months in contenders. Oh, okay. So you can just keep running your champions until you can get that P1. What are you guys thinking of this race? Can we make that comeback? Could Kimi come back up to P5 or get back up to P4? The track is dried out and Kimi seems to be stuck here. Down the inside now, Kimi. Switch. There we go. We're going to bring him up to regular driving to finish the race. Let's see if he can make it on regular driving. There we go. Looks like our rival Kimi is just making up positions left, right, and center. We need to get up to P5. We're not going to make it to P5. Good try. Kimi on wet tires on a dry track, making up positions. Woo! Kimi on wet tires, making up positions. Is what. Let's look at his drivers and his setup real quick. Compare it to ours. Oh yeah, it's a dude from the mob. P1 all around. So pretty maxed out setup too. Maxed out drivers with a maxed out setup. Alright, maxed out Gasly, maxed out Kimi, which would give them a better wetness ability over us. And a nice maxed out setup there. Yep, really nice. We still haven't got all our rares up to max yet, so we're still not completely maxed out when it comes to common and rares just yet. All right, so here we go. So if you could just get yourself up to 95%, is it 95? Let me see real quick. Yeah, if you could just get yourself up to 95%, you don't really need anything else, because we're definitely not going to get it up to platinum. Even when we maxed out all our rares, we're definitely not getting it up to platinum, because you need to max out all the epics to get it up to platinum. We're definitely not doing that. So all you need to get up to 95, you don't need all the extra. So you just need to work and get up to 95, and that's it. All right. You get your 25% reduction. I need to get to 85 first. Need to get to 85 first. Oh, man. Let's keep grinding, bro. You'll get there. You can even get to 90. Get that gold frame. You get that 18% reduction time. That's a big main. 18% reduction time is what I got this season. So we're going up just toward the next tier to get that 25%. And once we get that 25%, it's going to be an easier way to get up to the next tier. Next season, you to get up to completely max, you know? Because you're opening more crate a lot faster and a lot cheaper when it comes to bucks as well. You've been trying to get 8 Vettel for 3 months. Oh, man. 8 Vettel for like 3 months. Man, Vettel has definitely been one of the hard drivers to get this season. Yep, Vettel is definitely going to be one of the hard drivers to get this season, because I still need about 100 and something Vettel cars to get him up to max. Hoping I should be able to get it with asset trading though. All right, good start there from Kimi, pushing up. I like to see when my drivers start aggressive and making their way through the pack, pushing up, picking up some positions. Was it Sainz? Oh, it was Sainz who gave us that aggressive start. All right, Kimi now up in P6. Let's cut down to regular driving here. And then we're going to cut down to conserve. What's up, Demetrius? Welcome to the stream. Remember to smash the like button, guys, if you haven't already smashed that like button. And if you're not yet subscribed, remember to subscribe as we're pushing to our next milestone, where we'll be giving away 600 bucks to some lucky winners. Taurus is OP, especially on Gasly. Oh, yeah. %94.56%. Oh, man. So if you get some upgrades, you can get it to 95. All you need to do is get it to 95, you know? So what milestones do you have left to complete, Gonzalo? What's up, Donanos? Welcome to the stream. Perez, you can see him, but you can't get him. Oh, man. We just need like 7 more Perez to get Perez up to max. So he's a favorite over here on my account. Oh, okay. Okay. So if you can just get a few more level up, then you probably really don't need to win even a Champions GP. And you'll get to 95%. You know? So just keep grinding, man. Keep grinding, and as you grind along, you keep trying, you know? And you'll get there. 95% should be possible by the end of the season. You might max Alonso. Nice, KJ. Alonso is a good driver to max. Getting that 25%, because the main thing about the progress bar, a lot of people might be thinking that it's all about finishing high and all of that and getting a legendary crate at the start of the season. None of that is what the progress bar is mainly about. The main thing you want to gain from the progress bar is that time reduction. All right, so it's all about the time reduction from the progress bar. All about the time. You could start with 650 CC points, which is the maximum you can get. And if you don't have that time reduction, yeah, it's going to be a brutal season for you. The time reduction is the main thing when it comes to the progress bar and the end of the season. And it's not necessarily about the CC points. It's mainly about the time reduction. Remember that, because the time reduction will be with you all season. CC points will be spent within the first 2 weeks or the first 3 weeks of the game. All right. I have 99.90% and only Perez is missing from driver. Oh, okay. And then you get Perez on the daily from the asset trading feature. So you could just select Perez. You could just select Perez. The crate is a Series 1 rubbish. Bruh, the crate is not a rubbish crate, Gonzalo. It is not a rubbish crate, because look at it this way, all right? Let's say this season, when we do get the spreadsheet from TR the Flash over there on Discord server. Shout out to TR the Flash on Discord server, by the way. When we do get a spreadsheet from TR the Flash on the best driver potential drivers, all right? Let's say the Series 1 driver is like number 4 on the top driver qualifying potential list. If that driver is at number 4 on the top qualifying potential list, and you get that first crate, and you get lucky in that first crate, and you get that driver, you can then spend like all your CC points and level up that driver. So it's not going to be crap this season at all. It's not going to be crap this season at all, bro. That Series 1 legendary crate is very, very, very interesting. Trust me on that, bro. So we just want to see where that Series 1 epic is going to be falling on the qualifying potential table. And once he falls in a good spot, then we know what to do. If he falls way down the order, then you know what to do. The very easiest driver to get at that level, then that's the driver you want to max out with all your CC points. All right. You need millions and millions of coins that you don't have. Yeah, yes, you don't. You probably don't have. We probably would only start off with 50. Yeah, we're gonna start off with 50,000 coins, but you could grind that up easy. If not, then we could buy some from the shop. You know what I mean? Use a little bucks and buy a little coins just to do the upgrades. It doesn't matter, you know, as long as you get the upgrades up. Yep, and remember, Series 1 epics are always cheap to upgrade. So it doesn't really cost millions to upgrade Series 1 epics or Series 1 parts or Series 2. Remember, it goes up by the grade of the part. All right. So my plan this season, as all of us are here, it's always nice to share my plans with you guys who watch the stream. I really appreciate all of you guys who watch the stream, especially all of you guys who donate to us. Really appreciate you, all our channel members. Appreciate all of you guys, all of us, all of our supporters. We appreciate you guys so much. So my plan for next season, we can't get in the CC store anymore. It's gone. But my plan is we're going to wait for the qualifying potential. As you know, I'm going to be making a video on the best qualifying potential drivers like I did last season. Now, based off of that video, we're going to look for the cheapest driver who qualifies the best. All right. So we're going to look for the cheapest driver who qualifies the best. All right. So this season, Alonso was the cheapest driver who qualified the best. and we did not max out Alonso nice and early. We went for higher level drivers, Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. And as you can see, we're still not using Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen right now, even though we got a great start with Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen, because we grind up to Series 12 and we unlocked Leclerc and so on. We got a great start with them, and I think we overall ran the season great with them. But Alonso was the best driver to max out last season with all your CC points. All right, and it was like 20 points per 10 Alonso, so you could get your Alonso up to like level 6 right from the start. And the level 6 Alonso right from the start would have been so epic, so many P1s. But yeah, so this season we're going to be looking for the cheapest driver with the best qualifying potential. And then we're going to be spending all our CC points on that driver, and he should be the one that gives us a good start, and we can get those good, nice and early P1 in the events, and then we level up from there. All right, so that's the plan for this season. All right, so I'm going to be making a video on it anyways, you know, sharing my plans, and you know, I'm going to be sharing with you guys all that I do and all of that for next season. But yeah, new season is always epic. A next pro tip. Here's a next pro tip for you guys. When the new season starts, as you know, Hutch updates take times to roll out. All right, so when the new season starts, everybody's going to be reset to 0. Everybody in the game is going to be at 0. All right, now when the new season starts, as soon as you get that update, as soon as the update hit your phone and you get that update, you want to start grinding. All right, you don't want to take no breaks. Right as the update hit your phone, you want to start grinding. The key is to get higher up in the levels before everybody gets the update. All right, once you can get above the levels, you don't want to be holding back. All right, you complete Series 1. I'm not going to go into Series 2 just yet because I'm going to wait to level up my drivers. You don't want to do that at the starting of the season. All right, you want to push right away as you unlock Series 2 up to Series 2, unlock Series 3 up to Series 3, and you just keep climbing, keep climbing, keep climbing. If you can get yourself up to Series 5, Series 6 in the first day of the update, by the time everybody else get the update and they're going to be in Series 1, you're going to be all the way up in Series 6. And what is going to happen is that you're going to only race in-game bots. You're not going to race a real player for months. It will take months for you to race a real player. You're just going to be racing in-game bots. So you'll be in Series 12 within like a week and a half, 2 weeks. The most it should take you to get to Series 12 at the new season is about a week. That's the most it should take you. Or a week and a half, the most. The longest it should take you is 2 weeks. All right, so you got to grind and grind and grind and grind. Get up there, get all the things unlocked, and right, that's when you become above the rest. So by the time everybody else gets the game, you're already gone. You know, you're already outperforming them because you have higher levels. So those are pro tips that you can use. All right, for yourself. I reckon it should be Magnussen. Yep, I hope Hutch. 2019 Magnussen was really good. He was like my go-to driver in 2019. One of my go-to drivers. So he was really good in 2019. So I figured they're going to give him back, you know, that good look in the game. So let's see. We're just going to wait, see who is going to be the cheapest qualifying potential drivers. And we're going to put all our coins in those drivers, and then we're going to push from there and level up from there. All right. Remember to check out our channel memberships. We share all our secret tips and tricks. Some things that I don't share on here publicly, that I don't show you guys here, because there's some things that I don't show publicly. You know, some things I keep for only my channel members. I only share those with channel members. So if you want to get some of those in-game exclusives, make sure you join memberships to get those exclusives. Hey, what's up, Amari? I'm good. Marcin, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Hi, King, watching from Portugal. Nice. Started watching You are from on Series 4. Yep. Now you're in Series 12. Nice, man. Congrats, man. Happy the videos helped you to push up there. Really appreciate you for your support, man. 38 plus points for in 7 of 8 races. 17 my drivers are acting like yep. I know that pain, Bullet Gaming. I know that pain, bro. I know that pain. You just got to keep working on it, keep learning on it, keep trying new stuff. And yeah, you'll get there. Keep grinding. You'll get there, bro. Now we're basically at the pain of max parts, where you see we did a GP event and we only got like 10 assets out of the event. Everything else was like duplicates. And I was like, all right, yeah, I know the feeling of, max parts from previous seasons. You hate that the update comes late in your region? Yep, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. When you know it's update time, all you got to do is probably switch on to some VPN. Probably try to download a VPN or something, and probably switch on to some VPN or something and see how best that works for you. Should be able to catch up to his driver on hard tires here. Who is that? Gasly on hards. We should be able to get by Gasly on those hards with our Kimi, as it's way above 50% wet. And look at that. Gasly's just holding us off. Gasly's just holding us up. That's the thing. That's the kind of thing that I don't like. When my drivers should pick up on drivers that are at a disadvantage due to weather constraints, and we don't get the advantage. That's one thing I don't like. Yeah, about early May is when the new season should come. What region get the updates first? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I normally don't get it right as it comes out. Right as it comes out, I normally don't get it. But within like a few hours, probably 5-6 hours after it comes out, that's when I always get it. So I'm always quick to jump on, get the update, and start to do as much as I can right away. Right when I do get updates, I normally like come on a live stream. I got the update, show you guys what's new, and then I'm off, and then you don't see me back till about another day. All right, so when you see me back the next day, I'll probably be in Series 5 or Series 6, because I'll be grinding like all night. I don't sleep when new update comes out. I'll sleep like for 3 hours, and then I'll wake up. Once I close my eye a little for 3 hours, I get a little bit of rest. My eyes open back. I'm back on it. No break. Oh man, I do myself bad when there's a new season. Really do myself bad. Probably want to take it slow. I probably want to take it slow when there's a new season, because I do myself really bad when there's a new season. Oh, yours came a day later. Okay, so that's what I said. I don't know when it hits. I don't know. I just know that every time it comes out, like every time there's an update, like a few hours after, I probably get it. Sometimes there's an update and it's like a day after before I get it, and I'm like, well, this is not good at all. Already on the back foot. Already on the back foot. Let me see Stroll here. Let's give Stroll a run. Oh, with Lando Norris. And see how they perform. Yeah, for iOS it always comes late. If you're on iOS, it always comes after Android. Android normally gets it first, and then iOS gets it after. So if you're on iOS, you normally will get it after. I think it's something to do with like the Play Store and so on. How they work, Google and Apple, how they work and stuff like that. So who really knows? All I know, Android gets it before iOS all the time. Lucky for me, I'm on Android. Yeah, lucky for me, I'm on Android. I thought that somebody was gonna Lando Norris was gonna out qualify there, but he kind of break up, lost some time coming down the straight. Finally seeing success on the track, AJ all day. What setup are you running? Wait, didn't you get your champions win already, KJ all day? Oh, third place last GPs. Nice. You're getting there. One of these days, bro. P1, man. Oh, okay. Okay, Touch My Dilly. So there goes Touch My Dilly saying iOS takes about 24 to 48 hours. Android takes up to 24 hours to verify a new update to an application. So that's the reason why iOS always gets it after Android. Never won a Champions GP? Oh, you get there, bro. Just keep on grinding at it. Keep trying at it. No, probably need to try one of the 47 strategies. One of the 47 strategies is really nice. The 47 strategies, since I've learned the 47 strategies, it's really definitely a different game, kind of game, GP strategies that requires only 47s, definitely like a different kind of gameplay, you know. And it's not hard to do either. You just need to, put on those boosts. Make sure you use those boosts for all races. And if the game wants you to lose, then you're gonna lose. You know that. But most of the time, you'll do good. Most of the time, it's your own mistake. Most of the time, it's my own mistake that I don't get a P1 spot. Like a few GPs ago, I went into 100% wet race with dry drivers. I just woke up in the morning and I just jump onto a race. I forgot to put up that it was 100% wet race, so I didn't put on my dry drivers, and that cost us the race. Cost us P1. Most of the time it's stuff like that that costs us P1. Oh man, yeah, you need to wake up, bro. Wake up, man. You need to wake up early. The event starts 3 a.m. for us. So if you can get up 3:30 a.m. and start to put in your races, then that would work out better for you. That would be like 4:30 a.m. for you, because you're now back an hour ahead, right? So if you get up like 4:30 a.m. in the morning and start putting those races, you'll be getting those bots. All right, that's the bot sweet spot, 4:30 a.m. And then if you could do like 4 races and then you just let it rest, you know, and then later down in the night, about 12, 1, 2 a.m. before the event ends, you can just get back up and put in those events. That's dedication, but I like my sleep. Yep. It is what it is. I love my sleep too, but guess what? We want to win, so we got to do what we got to do. You know what I mean? What division are you in, Harry? Last week I tried playing the GP event on the Super Champions division. Couldn't even qualify. Too many players with better drivers. Yeah, so you can be in Super Champions League and you can do the juniors division or you can do the challengers division. All right, it's best to do the lower level divisions. All right, instead of going up into Champions Division. Champions Division is where like all the maxed out players are. You know, it's tough to win in Champions Division. You know, you have to dig out the strategy. Last event when I was in a group with like 23 players, I got lucky to be in a group with 23 players, and then I got lucky because I dropped a point in a race. All right, and scored 375, and anybody in that group could have scored 376 and win the event. Luckily, nobody scored 376, and I got a chance to win the event. You know, so if all you got to do is when you select on Wednesday, when you select on the event, when you select on that event, where you see enter fee, you just look at the top. You'll see juniors, challengers, contenders, and champions. You just select one of them, or you swipe over, swipe left, and you'll see it switch to that division, and then you can enter one of those where you can perform better. It's better to do junior event and come in the top 10 than to do champions event and don't get into the finals. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's better to drop down to challengers and finish in the top 10 in challengers, or even win the challengers GP, and instead of not qualifying for the finals in contenders. All right, so take that into consideration. So once you hit on here and the screen comes up to enter the event, there are 4 little boxes at the top. All you got to do is just swipe right, or swipe left or right, anyway, swipe on the screen, and it will change the divisions. So you can just go on in and get in there. Here it is, right here. All right, so it will show up like this, and you'll see the entry fee at the bottom there. All you got to do is tap. There you see it, the swipe. See, it's gone now to contenders. Or let me see if tap works, or if it's swipe. All right, so tap does works. All right, so all you got to do is just tap on the event right there that you want to enter in. Wait for it to load up, then tap on the event like that, and it keeps switching. See, switching. That's all you got to do. That's how you select the division that you want to enter in. And champions division is where like all the maxed out players are. So if you can't win in champions, best thing you do contenders GP where you can get the win. If you can't win in contenders, challengers GP where you can get the win. If you can't win in challengers, juniors GP you can get the win. If you can't win in juniors GP, then you know you need to do a lot of farming to level up your account. All right. Touch my daily. You drop down to win 50%. Contenders is a good spot to go. If you want to win, let's try. You could drop to contenders and win. You don't have to go all the way down to challengers. You can drop to contenders and win the contenders GP for the 75%. All right. So once you've maxed out the 75%, then you can do the remainder in champions event and try to win there. All right. How hard is juniors? It's not that hard because, all right, all the other divisions are very easier to win in. All right. Now, here's the reason why these other divisions are easier to win in. All right. Contenders division, there's not a lot of players using GP strategies in contenders division. All right. So if you drop into contenders division, you do some GP strategy in there. You're going to be placed in a group with people that probably be scoring like 176 for their finals. And you know in yourself, you can do 300 and something. So you're just going to do 300 and something, and you're just going to win by a long lead. You know what I mean? You're just going to win by a long lead. If you drop down to challengers, you do the same thing. Just use a GP strategy. And you'll be getting into a group where there's just players that you're just going to outrun them, outpower them,
and you're just going to take the win. All right. When you come up to Champions GP, when you use GP strategies in Champions GP, the thing is that there are other players that has higher level than you that are using the exact same strategy that you're using. All right. So that's the thing with Champions GP. There are other players that are using the exact same strategies that you're using. All right. And they're just going to outperform you because they have higher levels and they're just going to win. All right. Now, when you go down to contenders, you don't have so much players down in contenders using that GP strategy because all of them are already up into champions. All right. So contenders is really easy for you to win. Challengers, even easier. Juniors, even easier. You just need to use a GP strategy. Hutch also nerfs certain GP strategies in champions. So if you're going total sandbagging in champions, that's going to be nerfed. So you're going to be placed in groups with some tough players. If you go down to contenders and you go total sandbagging, it's not going to be nerfed. So you're going to be placed in a group with guys that probably be scoring 90 points for their finals. Oh man, it's unfair. It's unfair. It is unfair. It is unfair. But it is what it is. It's a part of the game. So strategies is what win this game. It's a strategy. It's a strategic game. At the end of the day, it's all about strategies. So strategies is what wins. All right. What's a GP strategy? GP strategy is basically controlling your qualifying to control the group that you go into. All right. Let's say you jump onto the game. All right. Let's say you jump onto the game. Champions GP. All right. Let's say you jump on Champions GP. Here we go for the Champions GP. And you jump on in. First, Q1. You go in. You score your best 4 points. Your best races you could score. Q1. All right. Your total score for Q1, 350. All right, is your Q1 score, your best score you could do. You're now qualified for Saturday. Now, what's going to happen is that all the players in Q1, all the players across the board in Q1 that qualified for Q1 that scored 350 are going to be in your group. All of them. Most of them are going to be higher level than you. All right. Most of them are going to be are going to score more than 350. So you're going to be basically at the lower end. So right away you're losing a tiebreaker right there. All right. So Saturday morning, Saturday morning you wake up. When you look, the cut line for Saturday is higher than what you scored in qualifying. So the guy that's at 50 place scored more than you have ever scored in your entire event. You don't qualify for the finals. You know what I mean? Now, let's say you take that same scenario. What's up, Hugo Benici? Welcome to the stream. Big shout out to Hugo right there. Man that put in the work every week to make the GP charts, global charts. Every single week, this man put in like all that work to make the GP charts for us. Big shout out to you, Hugo, and thank you for all your support, man. So let's say now you go in the same strategy in Q1. All right, let's say same strategy in Q1. All right, so now top 15 qualifiers Q1. You qualifying in P11. All right, in Q1. Now Saturday morning, you're not going to be in a group with those guys that qualified between P1 and P5. That's not going to work. That's not how it works. You're going to be in a group probably with those guys that score from P5 to P10. All right. So now you're going to be basically in a group where basically at your level. So the cut line will be as average and you can score and go through to the finals. All right. Now, same scenario. Wednesday morning, you qualify P14, P15. All right, P14 or P15, you qualify Q1. Saturday morning, you're going to be in a Q1 group with guys that qualified basically between P10 and P15. However, in Champions Division, it's nerfed in Champions Division. All right, so if you qualify P14, P15 in Champions Division, you're going to be placed with a group with the guys who qualified in probably P1 to 5. All right, so this is why in the last GP video I said to you that you don't want to go down to the extreme bottom anymore. You want to make sure you're right in the middle there, so you don't have to be putting in those 3 points anymore. You can just use like 15. You score 15 in this race, 24 in that race, you know, so you're right in there in the middle. All right, and then you get into that nice group with equal players that are at your level. So when you get into the final group, you probably have one guy in there that's going to overpower you anyways, because he's going to use the same strategy. You are never going to be alone using your strategy in this game. You are never going to be alone. If you are the only person to use a specific strategy, you will be in a final group by yourself, and the game is not going to put that together. So there's always other people in the game that's using your strategy, and they're always going to be in that group. So when we say GP strategy, what we're talking about now is basically setting up yourself to understand how the grouping works and how to get in a certain kind of group. You know, that's basically what we're talking about when we say use a GP strategy. You know, so if you drop down, let's say you use a GP strategy in Champions. All right, let's say you use a GP strategy in Champions GP, and you get like top 10 with that strategy. If you drop down to Contenders with the same strategy, you're definitely going to get a P1. You're guaranteed going to get a P1. You know what I mean? So that's just how it is. You know, so it's all about the best strategy wins the event. All the top clubs, they have their strategies that they use. Now in the game, you can definitely search up a club in the game. Well, some of them you can't find because, you know, they're closed. All right. So something else you probably did not know, that if you close your club, nobody can find it in search. The only way somebody can find it is if they're in the same league as your club. All right. So if your club is closed, nobody can find your club in search. If you search right now, if you go into the game right now, you type into search GWK Legends, you will never find GWK Legends in search because GWK Legends is closed. All right. So nobody can find your club unless they're in the same league as you. All right. Now, most of the top clubs are already closed off, so you can't search them up and you can't find them when you search them up. All right, because they're like closed. All right, so you can't find them when you search them up, so you can't look at them to see. All right, let me see. All right, we know this is a top club. All right, let's say the Mob, for instance. All right, we're gonna use the Mob as an example here. All right, or the Hunters, any one of them, Black Sails, any one of the top clubs. We're going to use them as an example here. All right, so let's say Hugo's in the building. Let's say we're using Black Sails as an example. We know Hugo is a guy that's always winning his GP events, always scoring and doing good in his GP events. Now, what you do is you search for Hugo's club. You look for Hugo. You see Hugo. You can now click on Hugo to see what he done in his GP events. All right. So what you need to do now is to document each day what Hugo does and do the exact same thing. And as long as you can keep that score, you're going to be in the same group. You probably be in a group with Hugo. You probably see like, oh, damn, I'm in a group with Hugo. Yes, you're in a group with Hugo because you played his strategy. So the game is going to basically put you in the same division or same league, same group. As long as you're in the same server, you're going to be in the same group with him. All right. Now, once you played Hugo's strategy, as long as you keep it just the same as Hugo has it, you're going to tie with Hugo for P1. When it comes to the finals and you do the exact same thing as Hugo does, you're going to tie with Hugo on P1. All right. So that's how GP strategies work. All right? If you have a player that you see always be winning, as long as you can find him in the clubs, if he's in your leagues, wherever, and you can find him, just watch what he does each week, do the same as he does, and you win. You know, it's simple as that. It's simple as that. Do the same as he does and you win. You're gonna tie. You ever see a group where you see like 5-10 players tying for P1? All of them did the same strategy, and it's why they tied. All right. So as long as you can go find a club that you know is always gonna get some P1, you go get your P1. Just do the same as they do. Nothing more, nothing less. All right. What's up, Teddy Johnson? Welcome to the stream. Do you sandbag? I don't sandbag anymore. I used to use sandbag strategy. I used to use the sandbagging strategy. I don't use it anymore. All right. Now, reason why I've stopped using the sandbag strategy. There's a thing in this game that's called a tiebreaker. All right. In the GP events, the tiebreaker is what kills sandbaggers. If you're gonna use sandbag strategy, if a guy on perfect is in your group, you're not gonna win that group. All right. And to stop players from using sandbagging, Hutch has nerfed sandbagging. So you'll be going on using sandbagging, scoring. Oh yeah, let me put in 3 points here. Don't put in 3 points anymore, bro. All right. Don't put in 3 points anymore. Sandbagging is the only way. No, it is not. Sandbagging is not the only way. I have learned so much in this game since clubs come out. Since clubs came out, I have learned so much that I did not know about this game when it comes to GP events and strategies. All right, you do not want to sandbag anymore, bro. There are other strategies that does not require you to sandbag, and you're going to be winning with those strategies. All right, sandbagging is basically when you score way lower than you can score. All right, so for instance, you use 2 races, put up 247s. For the remaining 3 races, you do 3 points. All right, right away you basically killed your average off. All right, as long as you can score 47s, as long as you got a setup that's getting you 47s, bro, you need to use those 47s to your advantage and move away from sandbagging. If you cannot get 47s, I would definitely recommend you do the sandbagging strategies. I would definitely recommend using sandbagging strategies if you cannot get 47s. Once you can get 47s, each qualifying round and each opening round, I share tunes. Now, each of these tunes that I share, if you notice me, I'm always sharing a different tune. Check it out. If you go back and check like last 5 GP, I shared 5 separate tunes. All right, with you guys. I don't share the final tune anymore because I have a specific final tune that I'm using for myself. I haven't even shared that with my club. All right, I use that for myself. I have a specific finals tune that I use for myself. However, all the tunes that I share throughout the opening round and the final round are epic tunes. All of those tunes are based off of the tune that I use on my finals. All right, and those tunes can still get you 47, and they do get you 47s, because even when I'm using them to show you the setup, you see me getting 47s with them. Even when I'm using them in the OR, you see me get 47s with them. The reason why I don't use the same tune in my finals is because the qualifying round, the OR, and the final round is 3 different difficulties. All right, so you'll use a setup in qualifying, and when you go to the final round, in qualifying, you are getting like 1-2 with that setup, and when you go to the final round, you'll be getting like 19 and 18, and you'll be like, what happened here? It's the same setup. I just was getting 1-2s. Yes, because it's different difficulties. All right, so it's 3 different difficulties. So what I do is use 3 different tunes. All right, so that's what I do. I use 3 different tunes. In my mind, in the back of my mind, the game is basically learning what you did in the qualifying round. So it learns the setup that you use in the qualifying round. It learns the setup that you use in the OR. So if you basically come back with that same setup in the finals, it's going to already know, oh yeah, Gaming with King this week is on a 290 setup. So we're going to give him some 292s and 293s, 295 players to race against. Oh, yeah? You know that? You're not going to play with me. No way. That's not going to catch me anymore. All right, so I use 1 setup in the qualifying round. Gaming with King used a 270 setup in qualifying. Opening round, Gaming with King used a 294 setup. And then final round, Gaming with King used a 289 setup. So right away, I'm changing up the setups that I use. Hence... and I basically just explained to you what I do. Hopefully you get it. But I basically just explained it to you what I do. All right. So when it comes to the final, the game already have me down in the back. This is just how I think it works. I'm not even sure if it works that way or not. But this is what I've been doing. It seems to be working for me. So I will suggest it to you guys. All right. So what you do now is, so let's say you use a 270 setup in qualifying, you use a 285 setup in opening round, and then in the final round you go for like a 294 setup. So the game basically have you down coming from a 270 to a 284 or a 280 setup. All right, so in the final round, it's basically going to give you some players that are going to be on 280 setups. So you be on a 294, you just overpower them and get 47s all day long. I basically just tell you the secret, but it's all right. You guys deserve it. You come and watch a stream, you chill with me. You guys deserve it 100% for all your support. All right. All right. So sandbagging now. Back to sandbagging. Now, in Contenders GP, there's no nerf to sandbagging in Contenders GP. So if you use sandbagging in Contenders GP, you're definitely going to be in a group that you can just overpower really easy. Really, really easy. Because you don't really need 47s to win in Contenders, you know. You definitely need some 47s to win in Champions. But to win in Contenders, you definitely don't need 47s. You don't. All right. So to do some sandbagging strategies in Contenders, this is why I've been saying for the last few videos since the progress bar come out, that guys that can't win in Champions GP, the best thing is for you to drop down to Contenders, get the win in Contenders, so you get 75% straight across the board. Then you go back and try to win the Champions GP. All right. So you get your maximum score from the GP events. All right. So if 75 is the highest you can get that 75. You know, then you know that you were one tier away from the maximum amount. So you get the maximum amount you can get, which is 75, and that's going to help push your score up. You don't really need to score like me. Like me right now, I'm on 298%. If you come here, I'm on 298. All right, we don't really need that 3-point-something% that bring me up to 298. All we need is 95%, and we get this frame same way. So we're definitely not maxing out, so we're not getting the platinum. So we really don't need that extra 3-point-something%. All right, so if you can just get yourself up to 295 to 95%, then great, do it. If you can get that 75% and that pushes you up to 95%, get that 75. You know, and let that push you up to 95. You know, instead of you kill yourself to try and win Champions. Can't get all 47s. What you mean you can't get all 47s? You can get more than 47s, bro. Your account is, remember, your account is higher level than mine's at one point in the game. You had all max commons before me, KJ, all day, so you can get 47s. You just need to get the right use your best drivers, as I know you've been using, and use a good setup and get it done. All right. You need to get up in the early morning, and you race late in the night. Brett coming in. Oh my God, Brett, you crazy, bro. You crazy, bro. Brett, you crazy, man. Brett says too much cookies, KJ, all day. Brett says too much cookies, bro. Alright. You can get it done, bro. You can get it done. All you need is those 47s and you're set, bro. You can get it done. Trust me. All you need to do is just search up a club that you know, guys that always get. Just look for some guys that always be getting P1. Alright. It doesn't have to be any of the top clubs or any of that. You just need to look for somebody. Look in your leagues. All right, look in your leagues. Look somewhere, you know. If you go like this, let me show you real quick. All right, so if you jump into your weekly leagues like this, real quick. If you jump into your weekly leagues like this real quick, and you see the guy at the top. All right, so the guy at the top of the weekly leagues definitely must be good to be at the top of the weekly leagues. Click on the guy at the weekly leagues. Look for his club. All right, so you look. This guy right now, he does not have a club up on the leagues, but I know which club Jordan is in. He's in Blue Flags. All right, so Jordan is in Blue Flags. He has some pretty good medal from last season. You want to use those medals to know that he must win something this season. All right, so he must be winning something this season. So I personally know which club he's in. It's not showing here because sometimes there's a glitch there with the clubs. So if you don't see the club for the guy, you look for the next best player with a club that you can see. So you look here, you see another guy here. You check his thing. He did not do too wonderful last year. You can see he didn't get a champions win last year, so he didn't do too good. But for him to be in the top of the weekly leagues, he must be doing something. He must be doing good in the game. So you look for his club. All right, so we're not going to search that club up, but let's use Jordan for example. All right, so you go to search, you look for his club. You want to go to advanced search, and we're going to look up blue flags real quick. All right, so you look up blue flags real quick. You hit search, and look at something come up. There goes blue flags. All right, so that's blue flags junior. So that's not the club that you want. You hold back to search, turn these two things on right here, turn that one off, hit search, and there goes the original blue flags right there. All right, so let's click on that. Let's not use Jordan. Let's look now in blue flags. All right, we see King Boss there in blue flags with the maximum amount of stars. All right, so the guy with the maximum amount of stars in the club definitely won a Champions GP. All right, because you get 89,000 stars from winning the Champions GP. There's no way you're going to have the highest amount of stars in the club and you have never won a Champions GP. All right, so you click on that guy. All right, there you see he's won a Champions GP in last season, so you definitely know that this season he's definitely going to be winning something. And as a matter of fact, he's at the top of the club, so he definitely won something this event. All right, so all you got to do is now wait until qualifying day. Do not do your races until you check this guy out. All right, so you come in, you look for the club, you look for this guy, you look at the strategy he's using, you look how much score he scored. For the first, if you see him do 347s, you do 347s and leave it there. Set your timer. All right, the event timer runs out, right? Like this. Set your timer. The event timer runs out like that. 16 hours to the starting of the event. Set your timer. Figure out how long away is 16 hours. For me, that's at the event ends at 2 a.m. for me. All right, set your timer. Get up out of your bed. 1:30 in the morning. That's what I do. I'm telling you guys what I do now. All right, so you get up, set your timer, you wake up 1:30 in the morning. All right, you check back on that dude to see if he does anything else. As long as he does nothing else, you do nothing else. You leave it at that. All right, you get qualified. If you don't get qualified, you don't get qualified. You just leave it at that. Anything he does, you do, and you just leave it right there. All right, now if you see him score like a 46 point, then he dropped a point. All you make sure you don't drop any points. Score 47. All right, you're just following his strategy. All right, then you wake up, look if you're qualified tomorrow. If you're qualified, you check him. If he is qualified, yes, he is qualified, then great. So you're already on his strategy. So opening round, you look again, see what he's doing. Same thing. All right, if he does not qualify, then you mark that down. So he did 3 races and he did not qualify. All right, so next event you're going to do 3 races and you're not going to qualify. You're going to also now come back on Thursday, look how much he scored. If you see him do 3 races on Thursday, you make sure you write that down. Thursday 3 races. Check again Friday. Is he qualified? No, he's not qualified. Look again. What did he do on Friday? Friday 4 races. All right, mark down Friday 4 races. Did he get qualified on Friday? Saturday morning? Yes, he did. Now you're going to look what he did on Saturday morning. Did he go perfect on Saturday morning? Saturday? Yes, he did go perfect Saturday. Write that down. Sunday, what did he do Sunday? Perfect. Check back Monday morning, you see that star. P1 for him. So all you got to do now is the next event, you're going to do that exact same strategy that he run. And you're basically going to get P1. Simple. So that's basically how we started to do what, basically I'm telling you what we did to figure out so much that we now know. Yeah. So that's basically what we did to figure it out. It's dedication. It's a hard work. It's not easy, but yeah, it is what it is. If you want to be amongst the best, you got to do what the best do, and that's what they do. So you have to do it too. It just is what it is. If you're not going to be dedicated to be among the best, then you're not going to be among the best. The best are always going to be winning you all the time. And that's just what it is. All right. You got to lose some of that sleep, bro. Lose some of that sleep. Those cookie putting you out. That late night cookie putting you out, bro. Late night cookie putting you out. Appreciate all of you guys for all your support, man. 100. I love the community. Awesome community here. Really love all of you guys. Really love all of you guys so much. You guys don't even know. I really like coming on here, live streaming, chilling, chatting, having fun with you guys. You know, yeah, all good, all good, great. You know, keeping it nice and you know, cool and fun. You know, that's what it's about. Building a awesome community. You know, and yeah, it's not easy. Trust me, it's not easy. All those guys like Brent, those guys from BS that you see getting all those P1s and all those wins. Trust me, it's hard work. It's not easy work, bro. It's not easy work. It's not easy work. All those, man, the mobs, the hunters, all of them that you see getting those P1s, it's not easy. Trust me. It's a lot of sleepless night, you know, a lot of late night. You got to be up late at night to check things. I mean, the EU guys, well, the event ends like 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. for them in the morning. So they're good. You know, they're not losing any sleep. But we over here at North America, we're losing a lot of sleep, bro. A lot of sleep. You know, we're losing a lot of sleep. What are the best boosts to use for Canada? All right, Canada, you want it for all tracks in the game. What happened here? The game stuck on the United Kingdom. For all tracks in the game, for dry races, for all dry races, tire management boost is the best boost to use for all dry races. All right. Now, if you take note of the tire management boost, you have some of them that have power. You have some of them that has aero. You have some of them that has grip. All right. So based off of certain kind of track, then you want to kind of focus, push to that tire and aero. Some tracks you want to push that tire and grip. Some tracks you want to push that tire and power. You know what I mean? But tire is the key to like all dry races. As long as it's a dry race, tire is the key to it. All right. I don't want to hit reset. I want it to close out. Then I can hit the reload because I don't want to close it out and then the stream close. Yeah, that's what I want. That's exactly what I want. All right. So it's dedication and hard work, man. Don't think that these guys that you see getting P1 all week, they're just getting P1s because their account is completely strong. Nah, bro. There's a lot of sleepless night with that strong, completely strong out account. They're getting the P1s of that completely strong account. But when it comes to strategy, you will have a completely strong. I have seen many guys in this game. Many guys. Many players. I've raced on a lot of players in this game because I grind a lot sometimes. When I'm grinding non-stop. Like, 6 hours I'll be home. I'll just grind 6 hours straight non-stop. I don't even eat. You know, I drink anything. I just 6 hours straight non-stop I'm playing. All right. Now, many times I've raced against people that has maxed out epics like Verstappen and Leclerc. And when you look at their track, their last 3 GP track, they have not won a Champions GP. And you're like, how comes this dude have maxed out parts and he has not won a GP event? The reason for that is that he does not have a good GP strategy. That is the reason why he keeps losing. So when he gets into a group, he put up a perfect score all the way through, and he gets into a group. There are some guys that use the tiebreaker system to beat him. And when you look with his perfect score, he's P18. And he's wondering how I'm P18 and I scored perfect because his strategy is trash. That's how. All right. All right. So, yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. When's the new season? About May is when the new season is going to come out. So we're looking for the new season about May. We should get some new tracks later down in the game and so on. Got all 47s apart from Canada. Yeah, you want to go with tire management. As long as it's dry. If it's wet, then it's a completely different story. As you know, wet tires, wet tracks, tire management is already high. So the dry track tire managements are low. So if you go completely tire management, let's say you're running a driver like Leclerc, who naturally has a high tire management. All right, Chris. So let's say you're running Leclerc, who naturally has a high tire management. And you go and give Leclerc the downforce boost on Canada. All right, so he will now be able to do 5 laps instead of 4 laps. All right, on those softs. So what you can do there is instead of using conserve, now you can go up to regular driving, or you can even go up to boost. All right, to get that extra points, to get that extra time, to get that extra percentage, so your drivers can get that extra boost over the rival drivers, so you can get that extra position. You can go into pit a lap later, or you want to go a lap earlier, and then you can extend your stint and boost. You know what I mean? So this is what you use for tracks like Canada. You want to, especially Canada, you want to go for more boost with like tire, like the downforce is one of the boosts you definitely want to use for Canada. The reason why you want to use the downforce for Canada, it gives you a high amount of tire management, and you're gonna get some extra grip and some extra corners in there. All right, so these are the things that you want to be using for tracks like that. All right, you want to using boost that gives you that extra tire, throwing that extra corner in there, throwing that little extra grip in there, you know, and you just keep it boosting away. You know, tracks with long straights like Baku, and tracks with like wide openings like Brazil. You know, Brazil is a wide opening track like this. It's really wide. So boosts like dead fast, tracks like Spain, boosts like dead fast that gives you a lot of power. If you even notice the dead fast, though it gives you a lot of power, you still get a little tire management in there. If you even notice that dead fast, even though it gives you a high amount of power, it still throws that little bit of tire management in there just to show you how important tire management is. All right. Josie boy, just up to the channel. Thank you so much for joining the family. Appreciate you for all your support, man. So yeah, you know what I mean? These are the things you got to use to your advantage. This is why Hutch puts out the GP races that's coming up pre-hand. If you notice, they put them out on a Monday and the event starts on a Wednesday. So you now have the time to sit down and look at the tracks and say, all right, a track like Monaco is coming up. What are we going to need for Monaco? You know, Monaco is all about slow corners, so you know you're going to need some grip there. You have 1 and 2 fast corners at Monaco. You know you're going to need some aero there. So right away you look at the boost, like the downforce. This is why the downforce is like the most important boost in this game. A lot of people underrate that downforce. It's the most important boost in the game. So you right away you look and say, all right, downforce for Monaco. You look again. What else do I need for Monaco? You know, you look and see other boosts. You just look through the boost things. All right, we need some tires. So always look for the boost with the tires. You could select your boost with tires, and then you want to go put on that little extra buff on there. All right. Once you got your boost with your little tires and your little extra buff, you go out on Monaco. Normally, if you normally do 4 laps in Monaco, you can now do 5 because you put on that boost with extra tires. Understand? So now you go 5 laps, you can come back to softs and boost to finish. It's a one stop. 5 laps softs, 3 laps hard full boost. Monaco 1 2, pretty simple. But Monaco, it's not that easy. Oh, Monaco. Monaco is a pain in the back. Just know that Monaco is just a pain. People be complaining about Canada. Canada is not that bad. Canada is bad, but not that bad. Monaco, bro, kiss my teeth on Monaco. Another thing I need to share with you guys on Monaco, all right, that I've noticed. Oh, the stream is almost over. I'm just here chatting away. All right, here's another pro tip for Monaco, all right? Now, for the last few GP events that Monaco has been, I've been getting reports that people have been crashing at Monaco. How are they crashing at Monaco? Boosting from the pit. Whenever you go into the pit in Monaco, when you're exiting, you see how that little pit entrance exit is like right on that corner right there. If you've played Monaco a lot, you would notice sometimes your car come out and hit into the oncoming car. Now, with the whole crash metrics in the game now, once you're boosting out of Monaco, and sometimes your car fly out and hitting that wall right there, and then you see crash come up, your car crashed. Right, sometimes your car fly out and it hits a car that's oncoming and it crash. All right, so make sure when you're exiting Monaco, you want to exit on regular driving or low speed. Do not exit Monaco in red speed because you're going to raise your risk of crashing really high. So make sure whenever you go to pit, put that in the back of your head. When I'm going to pit on Monaco, I want to exit on regular driving or green. Conserve. All right. Once you've come out of the pits and your car hits that corner, boost all the way. All right. So just make sure you remember that. Monaco, right on the pit exit. A lot of people crashed in. I think the last 2 GPs where Monaco was in there, I got a lot of reports of people crashing exactly from that pit exit. When I saw it, I said, "Yeah, what did you? Were you boosting on the exit?" Yes, I was boosting when I was exiting, and that's what caused the crash. So be very careful and mindful of Monaco in this event. All right. Mexico is bad. Nah, Mexico is okay, bro. Mexico and Hungary is okay. I don't have problems with those tracks. Tracks like Mexico, you can also use boost with those high power, like dead fast and stuff like that. Hex with high overtaking, you can use those boosts for tracks like Mexico, so you can get in on the straights. You'll take advantage of the straights, especially the hex boost when you're throwing in that overtaking in there. You catch that. There goes Brent also sharing that China has a lot of crashes too, so be mindful of China as well. When you're racing in the events. All right. What is the best track in the game? For me, when it comes to like racing, I would say for the simplicity of racing and the track that you can score great on, even if you get a bad qualifying on this track, if you put the right boost on, you can get P1 and P2. And that would be, for me, I would say Brazil. All right. Brazil is really nice and wide, and your driver get a lot of opportunity to overtake on Brazil. A lot of overtaking opportunity on Brazil. As long as you have on a nice high power boost, high overtaking boost, man, you'll be getting some overtaking on Brazil. All right, you'll start in P20 and you finish in P2 on Brazil. I've done it before. All right, just because the amount of overtaking that's available in Brazil, and it's just wide, and it's just basically showing you that you can overtake here, boost. You know what I mean? So that I would say Brazil. The Spa as well. Yeah, I would definitely say the Spa as well. The Spa as well. But yeah, I would definitely say the Spa as well. Yeah, definitely. You get a lot of room, and when on these tracks, the overtaking is basically showing you that here I am. You can overtake, bro. Boost. you know. Yeah. So yeah, those tracks would be like some of the best tracks I would say in the game. You know. Do you still plan? Nah, bro. I'm not testing Lando in my events. Nah, I might still run it. Probably if what I'm going to do if I like get a if I like do because I'm since a few months ago when clubs came out, I'm like on a 47 strategy. Like every event, I'm running like a 47 strategy. All right, so you might see me now in a group with a lot of Black Sail guys. I'm not running on, basically, I'm trying to run on the same strategy that they're using as well. All right, so most of the time, I'm going to try to tie with them for P1 or tie with them. And if I drop a point, I know I'll probably get P2. But, most of the time, I'm trying to tie with them. Some of the time, I should be tied and get P1, but it's my fault. Some of the time, I make some simple mistakes. It is what it is. It's life. Some of the time, I get bad matches. The game just want me to lose. I lose. Nothing I can do about that, And some of the time, it just is what it is. It just is what it is. You're not going to win them all. Some of the time, you just get that bad week. Bad luck is all over you. Some of the time, you get a little good luck. Look at this. Last week, I got good luck. I got a crash in the opening round. I ran out of fuel in the opening round last week. All right. Racing a guy, I ran out of fuel right at the line. One more corner, and I didn't even notice that my driver was on low fuel. I ran out of fuel. That was bad luck. I was like, all right, my event is over. Yep. Sunday morning when I woke up, all the guys that beat me in the opening round, all those guys that beat me in the opening round, all of them dropped points. All of them dropped points. And I'm not talking about 1 point. Players be dropping, man be scoring 372. I'm like, look at this. It's a miracle. I'm back. It's a miracle. I just ran out of fuel yesterday, and all these guys that scored perfect yesterday dropped points this morning. It's a miracle. and I took advantage of the miracle. I still dropped 1 point. All right, and then this guy was coming up. He got P2. A guy from Blue Flags coming up. He got P2, and he was like doing 47s all along. And I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna lose. Can't believe it. I got so lucky and I dropped a point. And then I look, he dropped a point. And when you look, my tiebreaker was higher than his, so I got P1, and it was fun. So if you're using sandbagging strategies, it's not going to work in Champions. You're not going to win in Champions GP with sandbagging strategy. You're just not going to win. Hutch has made sure you will never win an event in Champions GP using the sandbagging strategy. So if you're going to use sandbagging strategy, go down to contenders where you can win down there, because it's not nerfed in contenders. It's nerfed in Champions. All right. So in Champions, you want to go for the 47 strategies. If you cannot do the 47 strategies, the best thing you could do for yourself right now in Champions is to try off the 47 strategy. And even if you drop a point or you drop 2 points, all right, you can get top 10. You can get P2. You can get P3. All right, because like if you're like underneath, if you have like 10 guys doing perfect in your group and all 10 of them do perfect, if you drop the point, you're P2, because all of them is going to tie for P1. You understand? So give it a try. Give yourself an opportunity. Move away from sandbagging. I've been promoting sandbagging for years. And if I'm now telling you you're not going to get the win you're looking for in Champions GP with sandbagging, trust me, you're not going to get it. All right? Because I've been doing it for years. And I've moved away from it. And I'm now going all out for scores. But you still need to use a strategy, the GP strategy. Many GP strategies are out there. Just use the tip that I gave you. Look for somebody that you know always score P1 and follow their strategy. And P1 it is. All right. So that's basically going to be it for the stream. Really appreciate you guys today for coming and chilling with me here. And yeah, 100% thank you for all your support. We're going to be doing a giveaway later down, an end of season giveaway. Of some legendary crates and some bucks, so look out for that one. And remember, subscribe. Remember, smash the like button. Once we hit 16k subs, we're gonna be doing giveaways of 600 bucks, and that will be nice to give you 600 bucks. You get a nice little bucks pile there to start off. As you know, this year bucks has been very limited in the game, so you know, it is what it is. If you can win 600 bucks, that's a good start for you for next season. So really appreciate you guys so much. What's up? I am Leon. Welcome to the stream, man. Though we're at the end of the stream, really appreciate you guys so much for all your support. 100% big up. Thank you guys for all your support. All our channel members, big ups to you guys for all your support. Big ups to all of you guys who are subscribed to us. Big ups to you guys who are not subscribed to us, but you tune in, check out our stream, check out our videos. I appreciate you guys so much for all your support. Thank you, guys. And yeah, catch you guys in the next stream on Thursday, where we'll probably be doing something, probably doing some GP races or something on Thursday, or chatting again, or showing you guys some other stuff or something like that again on Thursday. Just come and chill with us. You know, we'll be here chilling, vibing with you guys, liming, as guys in the Caribbean would say. We're gonna lime, you know, and yeah, and enjoy each other's company. So once again, appreciate you guys. You guys take care. Have a great day. I'm gonna look me some food right now because I haven't ate anything from morning. And yeah, catch you guys in the next one, man. You guys take care. Walk good. Bye.